It's Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing? See, we got a couple people in here. Let's see. Southern Life, Conrad Homestead, Boots and Bounty Homestead, Southern Life Homestead, Trip H. How you doing? Sean and Atlanta. Yeah, okay. Well, what about Hanukkah?
Hanukkah starts on the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what I mean. So what matters on here.
Well, let's not go.
You get Christmas presents or Hanukkah presents?
So, I know nobody out there can hear
It
this.
starts December 10th. So 2 weeks, Daryl. You have 2 weeks to shop.
Okay. So, just so everybody knows, starting December the 10th, we have this other holiday that goes on for 8 days. So, and you have to give 8 presents. It's crazy.
No, it's not.
So you can get 1 present a day, so you give 8 presents, or you can just wait till Christmas and have 25 presents.
No. You present each night of Hanukkah, and the last night you get all the rest of them. Then on Christmas, you get more.
What?
Just ask my kids. That's how they were brought up.
Oh my goodness. Let's see, David's Mule Train Homestead. How are you doing? Southern Life Homestead. Wow. All right, we got a few people in here. So what? Wanted to talk about YouTube Shorts for just a little bit. The what I did was right before this show started, about 5 minutes before this show started, I created a 14.5 second, so YouTube sees it as 15 seconds. I created a short. It is absolutely silent. There is no music, there's no talking. It's absolutely silent. And it is a video of a spider crawling, just a spider crawling. And I named it, I said, Fast Spider. I think that's what I named it. And I was just curious to see what it would do. So we'll come back and check on this later. But let me pull myself over to the side here. You can check this out. This is incorrect. It's got 21 views. So let me refresh this once.
Sean had a 45-second video, got almost 700 views.
Okay. So in just the past few minutes here, it's gotten 22 views. There's certainly nothing special about this, other than the fact that it's only 14 seconds long. Now,
No, it's people from Monday.
let's talk about shorts for a minute. Shorts is it's a new thing that that YouTube is promoting, is pushing. That really, as far as the United States is concerned, it's not even here yet officially. But it's in response, so they say anyway, to TikTok videos. And by the truest definition, and using their shorts video recorder, it's a maximum of 15 seconds. However, they have said that as long as the video is under 60 seconds, and let's just make it, say, 58 seconds, it can be classified as a short. But you have to tag it in that fashion. You have to do the hashtag shorts in the title. You can also do it in the description. That doesn't hurt at all. So hashtag shorts has to be part of the algorithm, I guess, or the layout of the video. Now, I've had some real interesting comments, text messages, and stuff about shorts. I got a text message from a fellow that says, every time I publish a short, I lose 10 subscribers.
Speak lit up.
Oh yeah, well, yes, St. Bernard Acres, the vertical format, that's the other thing. It is vertical format. So what that means is, for those of you who don't know, you hold your phone in this fashion and take your video. So in other words, everything we've talked about on Tuesday Tech, on our Thursday kind of audit your show, and we talk about how you don't want to do this for standard videos. You don't want to do this. You don't want to make videos that are 10 seconds long or 15 seconds long, because there's no quote unquote future in them for you from a channel monetary standpoint. Well, they just kind of blew that all out of the water. Sort of. There's still no monetary reason to do it. Well, and I'm getting a yes, there is. But I'm going to say, had you had those kind of views on a full-length video, you would have made considerably more money. So I see Chasing America says, I've had 2 shorts do pretty good so far. The biggest advantage of shorts, in my opinion, is potentially getting a lot of subscribers. I have never, I don't get the short shelf on my phone. Some of you may. But that shelf will be, if you have the YouTube app on your phone, and you're at your home page on the phone, and scroll down through it, you'll come across a container called, is it Stories and Shorts? Is that what it's called?
Stories.
Yeah, Stories and Shorts. You may have stories, but you need to have stories and shorts, or just shorts. I don't have it, so we haven't gotten it. we have had one of our shorts videos hit the short shelf.
Right. Yeah, the one with Smudge eating the ice cream.
And that's the one with Smudge eating the ice cream. And you can tell that if you go in and look at the analytics on that particular video, it'll tell you where most of those views came from.
Terry's asking a question.
Terry's asking a question. Can you still make a video by speeding it up, make it a short? Absolutely. As long as the video is, let me do this, 58 seconds or less. They're going to say 60, but YouTube has a problem a lot of times of stretching an extra second on the time period. So
Almost have to make it 58 seconds.
So-
Take 2 seconds.
So make it 58 seconds or less. Make it vertical format. And I see that Nick Gardner says, I made more on the second short that did not hit the shelf, but we did gain 673 subs from a less than a 1 minute video. That's pretty good. Now, if people are watching this on the short shelf, if that's where they've seen it, and obviously yours hit that, the viewing of the shorts on YouTube is considerably different than standard practice. It shows the video, and there is always a subscribe button right there in front of you. So all you have to do is just tap it, and they've subscribed to your channel. And it just rolls right into the next short, and the next short, and the next short. So it just goes on and on and on. And that's the whole idea behind it, is to keep people engaged on the YouTube platform. But let's talk about something else going on at YouTube. They put out a thing last week. We talked about it last Thursday night. And that's a change of the terms of service. And I know that this is going to apply to a number of the folks that are in here. And that change to the terms of service, in a nutshell, says, hey, we are not only reserve the right, but we are going to be putting advertisements on any video that's uploaded to our platform, whether that person wants it, is qualified for it, or wants anything to do with the advertising content on their video. So in other words, if you're not monetized, they can still put advertisements on your video. And the difference there is YouTube will collect 100% of whatever that monetary value might be. And you might think, well, that's maybe not so bad. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of channels right here in the homesteading community that they have incomes of $50,000+ from their YouTube channel out of AdSense.
Terry has a question for you. See here, it's all caps.
A bunch of my past live streams say upcoming, but can't be watched. What can I do to change that? I think you have some ghost startups in your YouTube studio, Terry. I think that's what the problem is with yours. I mean, we'll get together on that, and we can do some screen sharing, and I think I can show you how to fix that. So you may think, well, this is no big deal for YouTube to put advertising on, but it certainly could be. What if you never wanted to have advertising on a video, and they put advertising on it? Well, what if you have a video that you didn't want to break in the middle of it for whatever reason? Well, I can give you a reason. If you're an ASMR creator, there's your everybody's homework for tonight. Go look up what ASMR is. But if you're an ASMR creator, those types of videos are not designed to be broken up in the middle with any type of advertisement. That's supposed to be a long time, relaxing music type situation. Well, YouTube says, and they can and will put ads anywhere. And if you are not monetized, they're not going to pay you. So let's talk about that for a minute. And let's look at the potential, the swamp potential for this. With all the artificial intelligence that Google and YouTube has on their platform, somebody, Joe Blow, creates a YouTube channel. He's never done anything like this before, but he creates some sort of, 5 or 10 minute video that's either really funny, but it just clicks. It just clicks. Something like a white van and a snake and I think you know who I'm talking about. That overnight 1 million subscribers. YouTube has the ability to take any video, and create thousands of views on that video. They also have the ability to take any one of those videos that has thousands and thousands of views on it and shut it down. They have that ability. Now, why would they shut it down? You wouldn't think they would, but they do have that ability. Well, let's look at it from the perhaps the underhanded way to look at it. Here's this new channel, never had much out there. Maybe they have visions of monetizing someday and maybe getting a $100 check every 2 or 3 months, like what we do. But this is where they're at. But they create this one video that for some reason they upload it and it just starts to take off a little bit. People have shown an interest. Don't be fooled for a second that the YouTube artificial intelligence cannot pick up on, hey, this video's taken off a little bit. What's it going to do if we push it? And if we do that, we'll just go ahead and throw ads on it because we don't have to share this money with anybody. And all of a sudden, you've got a 1 million, 2 million, 3 million view video over the next 24 hours that YouTube has made how many dollars? Quite a bit.
But they're also not charging us. So it's definitely a sword.
Now, yeah, this is part of the thing you can say about YouTube. YouTube is not charging us to put these videos out. Is it fair for them to do this? Well, it's their playhouse. You got to play by their rules, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I just want them to take every video I ever put out, and I want them to make it those, a couple 100,000 viewed videos. That's what I'd like to see, but that's not going to happen either.
Well, maybe if you got a van and got a big white tank.
Yeah. Well, we have a truck. We have a truck. Can we get a big black snake or something?
We'll be traveling alone.
So, people have said, well, I'll just go play elsewhere. Well, there's been some people that have done that. There's been some homesteading channels that have done that. They've gotten their dander up in the air and they've said, well, YouTube is so unfair and so on this and so on that. And they just, pack up their little bag and go off to, what was the name of that? Starts with an S.
Star Trek?
No.
Talking about
That other video sharing site that starts with an S where they did the Bitcoin and Steam It.
Steam It.
Yeah. We're going to go to Steam It. We're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars on Steam It. Or we're going to go to some other platform and make all this money. Well, usually within 4 or 5 months, they are right back on YouTube because YouTube's where the players are at. They're the big dog in the house. And if you want to have your content out there seen by the most possible people and earning you the best possible amount of money for it, YouTube's your only game in town at this point in time. Now, I know people are going to go, well, there's other ones out there. There are, but they're not. They are, but they are not. So, that's part of their new terms of service. What is this? Okay, do we know who this person is?
It's Lieutenant.
Hmm?
Lieutenant.
Okay, all right. So, we've had a Sherry posted in Small YouTubers. Do you have that handy? And she asked a question earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Hmm?
I did have it.
You did have it. I thought you did.
No, I don't have that.
Can I get to it on here? Isn't it in?
Yeah, you can, if you want to. Sure.
Sure. Facebook, right?
Yep.
All right. Facebook, and we're going to want to go to Small YouTube Homesteaders. And we'll get into Small YouTube Homesteaders. Okay, so I'm lost.
Yeah, now I don't see it. Because the one that I put up questioning what to have for tonight, there's nothing there. So,
How can that happen?
it's called Facebook. It's getting glitches lately.
Okay, Tech Tuesday is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Anything anyone wants Daryl to go over, into, or over? And, well, yeah, here's a couple.
Okay, is that it? Okay.
All right, here's a couple. So let me bring this over. All right. So Sherry posted on Small YouTube Homesteaders. Tech Tuesday is at 8 p.m. tonight. Anything anyone wants Daryl to go into or over. And first question came back is from our wonderful friends down in Georgia. Okay, so we did our first shorts. Does anyone know anything about this? Things like you do at end screens. How do they get that link to subscribe? Okay, the link to subscribe is automatic. And no, you can't do end screens on a short. The end screens alone are, by default, I think, take up 20 seconds. I mean, you can minimize them down, but no, you don't add a link on the video itself. So, and with a short, if you want to have the effort, go to the effort to create a thumbnail, that's fine. But if it's on the short shelf, it won't use it. The thumbnail doesn't even exist on the short shelf. It will exist on your channel, but it doesn't exist on the short shelf. So it probably isn't worth the time to create a thumbnail. They take a frame out of the video. YouTube does it at random. Okay. So let's go on. I didn't add anything to my test short, and somehow got over 550 more subs overnight. I think it was a fluke. Well, this is the Naked Gardeners. And yeah, that's not a fluke. That's the best thing that that the shorts can do for you is add subscribers. Add subscribers. If anybody wants to go see it, this is. Let me do it this way. Okay, this is the video right here. I'm gonna stop it, but I'm going to grab this and I'm going to put it in the chat for everybody. If you want to go look at it, might as well get another 20, 30, 40 views on that video. This is the answer. That subscribe button right there is automatically placed on these shorts. That's my understanding. It has to be on the short shelf for that to happen. If YouTube has not picked it up and put it on the short shelf, it doesn't do this. The way you will know when you hit the short shelf is because there will be an explosion of views. Let's
Okay. We have 24 in here. Somebody else says 1.4 thousand.
oh well, yeah, that's yeah, we're bumping up against a farm meeting tonight that I'm really surprised they decided to do it when we're live, but
Yeah, they did it right this time. They redid it.
they redid it.
Yep, and it came out perfect.
Okay. Well, we got one of the other questions we had, and I was going to talk about it tonight because I'm sure this will maybe happen with some of you other folks, and then they will be able to help you. One of the questions was, we have black bars showing on the side of our shorts that we made. Now, in the first place, their shorts was not done with their phone in a short 15-second video. It was done in the editing room, and a really nice job, I might say. So let me show you what that video looked like and the reason that they were not happy with the way it looked. So to do that, I'm going to open up Filmora, because that's a nice little, pretty simple to follow program. And this illustrates it very, very nicely. So it's asking me right here before I get into the program, it says select the project aspect ratio. Well, what I want to do is I want to select this to be a 9:16. In other words, portrait mode, phone, vertical. That's the project that I want. And I'm going to say new project. And I went out and I downloaded the video from YouTube. And this is the video. It's Welcome to the Big Bear Homestead. Now I'm just going to take this, I'm going to pop it on the editing timeline. And I instantly get a warning. And it says the resolution or frame rate of this media, meaning the video that I downloaded from YouTube, does not match the settings of this project. Do you want to change the project setting to match the media? Well, the media was downloaded in a widescreen format, a 1920 by 1080. So the media I downloaded was widescreen, 30 frames per second. I initially set the project up to say, okay, I'm going to create a portrait mode, a 9 by 16, which is a 1080 by 1920. And I'm just going to go a standard frame rate, 25 frames per second. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to say, nope, I want to keep those settings because I want that portrait mode. So what you're looking at here is the black square is the portrait mode. However, the video that they created, which is in a portrait format, but it's in a widescreen mode, is like 25% of the size, maybe less. I mean, it's really crazy. So it's just very little thing. And I thought, well, I'll fix them up. I'll just stretch them out and send it back to Jason and say, here you go, buddy. The problem is, because this has enlarged this thing this amount, that we play through this and the quality has just gone way too downhill for me to do that.
They fixed it.
But Jason has fixed it.
Yeah.
He have found the settings. So anybody out there that is wanting to make one of these shorts, by all means, check with Big Bear Homestead. Jason, if you're using Premiere Pro, he now knows the settings to use to create these shorts in a portrait mode. So kudos to you, Jason, for finding that. All right, so let me go back here. Yeah, 9 by 16 is the preference, without question. Oh, who else we got in? We got Hank. How about you? And is it Zach? Zach or Jen? One of the two of them. Both of them. Mm-hmm. Side by side. Yeah, people have had a lot of success with it. The primary good thing about the shorts is getting subscribers. It's unreal the amount of subscribers that a channel can gain in a very, very short amount of time if their video is pulled out of the hat to be on that short shelf and selected to be promoted by YouTube. It's absolutely crazy what it does. Now, watch time means nothing. So if you're not already monetized and you're looking to get watch time, if you're looking to get the shorts don't help you. So if it goes through the short shelf, and that's where all the views come. These thousands of views are not coming off of your page. These are all coming off the short shelf. Zach, I think you should. They're kind of fun to do. They're pretty interesting. Okay, where you find the shorts. I wish I could tell you where you find the shorts. I don't have the feature available on my phone. But you will find shorts on a handheld device, on a phone, by scrolling down through the list from the home page, if you would, as you're scrolling down, you'll come across. There's two different ways. If it's within the list, you'll scroll down and you'll come to an area that's called stories and shorts, right? Stories and shorts. If you scroll down and you come across a list that just says stories, that's fine, but you're not going to find any shorts in it. But if it says stories and shorts, you will.
Well, apparently, if you update your YouTube app, someone just said that.
Well, they're rolling this out. So I can't say I can't definitively say if you go download this latest version or something that everything will be, peaches and ice cream. But the other place you will find it is on that app. Let me see if I can get this over here. Get it so it's not glaring. All right, that top row there, which just got covered up. On your left, it's going to say all. If your app is fully indoctrinated into the short shelf, right beside that all will be shorts. Otherwise, if you scroll down through, I'm looking to see if it's coming up on mine and I'm not seeing it.
Stories will expire after 7 days. And you cannot create stories if your channel's audience is set for kids.
Well, and you also have to have 10,000 subscribers for stories. I'm not finding stories right now. But as you scroll down through this, you'll come across an area that says stories. And if it says stories and shorts, you're there. You've just found the shorts thing.
Stories.
Okay. She found hers. And this just says stories. So it's not.
They can't see it. There's too much white there.
There's too much white.
It's just going to glare. No.
Okay.
About it. Can't see it.
Too much reflection.
Too much glare.
I hadn't planned on showing a phone. Have to come up with some different filtering to do that.
Dark mode.
Dark mode. So, peaches and ice cream. I guess I sparked somebody's interest there when I said that. No, not on the PC. At least wise, not at this point in time. Now, I have, because it's a hash. What they tell you to do is use hashtag shorts in the title and in the description. I have done a search with hashtag shorts. And this is pretty much a lot of people just talking about them. vidIQ has got, I think, the best videos, my opinion, the best videos out on the shorts right now. So, and there should be a link to vidIQ in our description down below. Even if you don't purchase it, by all means, use our link down there. That way they know that we're helping to talk about them. It's It's similar to, but not the same as, TubeBuddy. And vidIQ is it's a very good program. It's not spyware or any of that kind of stuff. So, all right, here is a short. You can see it's in the portrait mode. It was put up 2 months ago. It's got 13 million views. Well, I don't know. I don't see anything real special about it, but okay. And this is somebody we know, but it's not kicked off. Farmer Brad, are you out here tonight? Maybe.
No, I haven't seen him come on.
Okay, but he's got a 54-second short out here that has not taken off. Here's one a month ago. It's got 40 million views. 40 million views. Think about that. Now, if it really wants to upset your stomach, let's say that this was a 5-minute video that YouTube pushed and it got 40 million views, and it was only the second video somebody ever created, and YouTube put a 30-second ad on it that they just rolled in money bringing it in. It's not uncommon, what, $5,000 on a 1 million view video?
I have no idea. It's beyond my. I'll never get there.
It's not uncommon to have $5,000 for a single video of 1 million views.
Ask Hank, he got has an.
Yeah, Hank, you're in the
on his galleon one.
Hank, you're in the chat here. You have a 1 million view video. How has that been for you monetarily? I mean, you don't have to give us exact numbers, but are you know, he's probably going to run off into hiding here now since I asked him, but he's the only one I see in here that I know that's got that 1 million view video. Yes, they're aimed to capitalize on TikTok's success. Absolutely, that's what they're aimed to do. Okay, folks, I was pretty close. Hank said, yes, that one video has made him over $5,000.
Wow.
That one video has made him over $5,000. And the subject of that video was made just down the road from us. That's just going rate. I mean, this is nothing extra over on top of. So this is why I always push for folks, do what you can do to get yourself monetized, because you never know when you're going to put something out that is just going to, the stars are going to align and you're going to have 1 million view video. And if it's going to happen, you might as well be the recipient of that money. Now Hank's had this happen to him. Reap What You Sow has had this happen to him. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, it's happened with them. And there's been a number. There's been a number of them. But again, that's one video. Now, chances are a 30-second short may get you 1,000 subscribers.
Well, got Nick Gardner, what, 635 towards that?
Yeah, I think Nick Gardner got over 600 from that. Yeah, the watch hours for the shorts do not count, from what I've been told.
if they go through the short shelf.
If they go, all right, if they're picked up off the short shelf, it doesn't count. If the video was watched because they found it in your video playlist or something, then it does count. That's what's been explained to us.
Southern Life is asking, what do you recommend for an editing program?
Okay,
Everyone's different.
editing program is going to be kind of different for everyone. However, a good, inexpensive editing program for single camera work is Filmora. And Filmora has the ability that if you buy it, you have it for life. You pay a one-time fee. You can do an annual subscription to it for a little bit less, but I think they're up to $70 now. If you spend the $70 one time, you own it for life. Every update that comes out, every version, every big update that comes out, you get them all. They have feature packs that are available for resale that you can purchase, but their model is, if you spent the money once, and I think that I'm using Filmora for 4 years, and I think back then I paid $39.95 for it, and just stayed with it. So Filmora is a very good one. We're now up to Filmora 10. Massive improvements over Filmora 9. Filmora 8 was real good. They shot themselves in the foot with 9. They've come out with Filmora X or Filmora 10, and it's pretty decent again. Does a lot of good things. Now, if you want some more in-depth, if you want to do multi-camera stuff, and if you're working on a PC, I highly recommend CyberLink Power Director. CyberLink Power Director would be the one I recommend. Filmora, they have not only PC version, but they have Apple version. So it'll.
What are your thoughts on Morve?
Thoughts on what? Morve. Morve is Filmora from a few years ago.
Conrad Homestead.
Yeah, Morve it's very, very much like Filmora, but it's not as. You look at Filmora from 3 years ago, that's what Morve is today. We have a link down below. If anybody's interested in Filmora, by all means, we'd appreciate you doing it there. You can get the discounts, and if you get it through our link, they'll maybe send us a couple cents. But we recommend Filmora, and we'll sometimes do entire shows on Filmora, one aspect of it or a couple aspects of it. I don't see. Okay, Naked Gardener is using Power Director. Yeah, I don't know about phone apps. I'm just not. I can't even show you the phone well. There's too much glare. I just can't edit on that. Have I ever worked with Photoshop? Yes, I have worked with Photoshop. It's a great program if you like spending $20 a month. if you're looking for just, if you're looking for a photo editing program,
Establishment delete
thanks Zach or Jen, whoever did that. If you're, where was I? What was I talking about?
Photoshop.
Photoshop. Yes, Photoshop. If you're looking for a photo editing program, and if you are using a PC, let's talk PCs first. The most simple program that does the most and is absolutely free to use is paint.net. Oh my goodness.
Squirrel, you did go off on the deep end there.
Well, we were just talking about them.
Yep.
We were just talking about you folks. Were your ears burning? So, paint.net is a great photo editing program for Windows-based PCs. If you have one of those other PCs that eats apples, or if you really are off in the woods with a different operating system, then I would say get GIMP, GIMP. It is another free program. It's actually more powerful than Paint.net, but it's not as user-friendly. It's not as intuitive to use as what Paint.net is. But they're fantastic free programs. If you want a program that has all of the power of Photoshop for a one-time fee and not $20 a month, what am I going to say here? I want to make sure I have the name right. I would get the program called Affinity Photo. Affinity Photo. And that's probably a step above Photoshop, but it's a one-time fee. You own the program, get all the updates, you're good to go. Okay, and Zach's recommending a couple here for phone apps, which I don't do. And I know that Zach does a great job with his thumbnails. So by all means, I would direct people to Zach for some phone photo editing, or D Nimmin. D Nimmin is the phone guru, I'm going to say. Okay, Rustic Traditional Homestead said Affinity is so much easier than Photoshop. I don't know if it's easier. It's slightly different, but the underlying engines within the software program are every bit as strong, and it does a great job. KindMaster is okay. Yep, absolutely. All right, what's the best editing app for phones? Transferring the files to a computer. That's the best editing app for a phone. I would think.
People don't have computers. All they have are their phones.
Okay, and if all they have is a phone, I would be inclined. We have some pretty potent phones. Okay, but I would be inclined to do the editing from a phone on a website, a web-based editing program, where the server at the website is going to handle the heavy work. Now, that's just a thought. Um, 360 Homestead. That's what we got off on the photo editing weed here for just a little bit on that stem of the weed. I mean, we started out with video editing, but we then got into just some photo editing. Sean Alaska says Cyberlink has great photo editor too. They do. They also have an outstanding audio engine, audio editing program, where I think one of the biggest features of Cyberlink's audio director is the fact you can take any soundtrack, and like a YouTube soundtrack, and let's say that it's that soundtrack is 3 minutes and 15 seconds in length, but you want it to cover 4.5 minutes. Well, typically what one would do, and I did this when we started, you'd just kind of start the second one kind of behind it, try to overlap them a little bit, blend them together. You did the best you could, and hope that people wouldn't hear as it switched from one to the other. Their editing program for sound can go in and remix it and make it for whatever length you wanted. If you wanted it to be 4 minutes and 15 seconds, you wanted it to be 4 minutes and 28 seconds and 6 frames, it'll make it that length. It's incredible. Yes, Sean Alaska's absolutely right. Audio Director is it's a great program from the free standpoint that covers Apple as well. Would be Audacity, and it's free, and it's multi-platform if I remember correctly. The problem I've run across, and I've had people ask me, I want to get a free editor, and I have installed a lot of free editors and played with a lot of free editors. And matter of fact, I have a couple of them over here now. What do I have on here now? I have OpenShot, and I have VSDC, and those might be the only two that I have. One that nobody has talked about. So the two I just mentioned, I have those installed right now, doing a little bit of deciding if I'm going to put a video together with them or what I'm going to do with them. The problem I have found with most freeware or free programs is that, okay, they're free until you really want to use them. Then you got to buy this or you got to buy that. Or there's so many features have been cut out of the free version that you're just not happy with it. That's one thing I don't like. Now, if you want a full featured, absolutely free, probably the best one you're going to get for free is DaVinci Pro. Now, DaVinci Pro can go anywhere from free to somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000. So, just go to Black Magic Design and have a look. They have tools that you put on your desk to edit videos that like a custom designed keyboard and mice and things like that, just for editing videos. These are really, really high dollar tools and are done with big production movies and MGM stuff, I guess. I love Audacity. I used to do podcasts with it. Yeah, it's a great program and it's free. We love free. Of course, we use OBS. That is another thing that a lot of people don't realize. OBS can also be a video editor. OBS can be a video editor. Just stop and think about it. If I had the ability to change the screens like I do here, where I have a fade in, or I can just snap them back, or we'll go over to a capture here, or and I had the ability to take the self-portrait part and make it smaller or bigger, or well, OBS can record all this. So you actually have a video editor built into OBS, which is also a free program. So anyway, we're about out of time here. Does anybody have any last questions or anything, or things that maybe that I said that you either didn't agree with or didn't understand what I meant? Just looking for feedback. It's all coming back from you folks. OBS confuses me so much. It is so much easier today than it was 4 years ago. Let me tell you that. Conrad Homestead, thank you for being here. Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. Rustic Traditions. Paul, Dutch Off Grid Homesteading. City Girl Country Heart, 360 Homestead. The Rusty Pepper. Rusty Pepper, all that Daryl said just went over my head like an F-15. Well, did you duck? That's the important thing. All right. Sherry, you got anything else? I guess we're going to leave everybody go. Everybody have a wonderful week. Oh, Farmer Brad has jumped into the room. Hi. You came in just as we were leaving. We talked about you earlier, Farmer Brad.
Folks are wondering if you're going to do a show Thursday with it being Thanksgiving.
Oh. What do you think? Didn't even give Thanksgiving a thought here. Not gonna say. I don't know yet about Thursday. Dirty Lazy Keto with Yolanda. Okay, everybody have a great week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you are able to have as many people over as you would like to have over, or attend into families' households where you don't fear of being arrested by the police coming and knocking on your door. This crap has got to change. We all need to make this change somehow. So take care, everyone, and we will see you down the road. Bye-bye.